Don't know what the future is right now for her.
A tragic accident in St. Louis forced doctors to amputate a high school athlete's leg. The culprit, a robbery suspect who was put on house arrest. The accident causing officials to speak out against St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner and her office.
We need to prove neglect. We believe that the allegations of the petition establish neglect.
She really needs to do some soul searching on whether or not she wants to continue as circuit attorney because she's lost the trust of the people.
A controversy putting Gardner on the defensive.
To say we did nothing is only disingenuous, but it's willfully ignorant of the reality of our court system.
Now more officials speaking out on the controversy, waiting to see what happens next.
The people put her in, and it'll be the people that vote her out.
This is KMU 8 News at 6.
Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts now.
As Attorney General Andrew Bailey builds his case to remove Kim Gardner from her position, more officials and St. Louis residents speak out on the controversy. Good evening, everyone. I'm Avery Grosvenor.
And I'm Angelica Herrick. Thanks for joining us tonight. One Missouri congresswoman is saying it's not the fault of one prosecutor, but of the whole system. Representative Cori Bush released a statement on Friday. It said the accident that took Janae Edmondson's legs is the result of system-wide failure. She's even calling on more oversight in the judicial process, saying, quote, "There were decisions all across our criminal legal system that contributed to this tragedy, and our community deserves answers. There must be transparency and more stringent oversight to determine every person, action, and process that led up to this horrible incident. And all parties responsible for Janae Edmondson's injuries must be held accountable."
The controversy is also causing others in the judicial process to speak out in her defense. Some sharing the same sentiment as Bush, saying that others in the system need to share the blame. One supporter says she is proud of Gardner in the way she's reforming the justice system.
We put her there for a purpose because she has a purpose. Most jobs like that require purpose, and it's a passion for her to even want to be in that job.
According to her court notice, the judge is set to hear the case when it begins in St. Louis.
Now, support for Edmondson is also growing across the city. KSDK reports that this high school team and others are wearing her favorite color, purple. They're also wearing her volleyball number. The St. Louis Wheel and street lights will shine purple through the weekend. Daniel.
Well, temperatures right now across the state.
Here's what's happening right now. Missouri Missing is holding a vigil for a missing Columbia man.
Jason Washington has been missing since October. This is a story KMU8's Raina Katko has been following since the very beginning. She joins us live at that vigil with a look at how it's going. Raina.
Julie, Jason Washington actually went missing just a few streets over from where I'm standing right now. And that vigil began inside this room just a few moments ago, but I've already seen several members of the community come to show their support for his family. His wife and children are here, and they say they're excited to be here and show their support for Jason and hopefully bring him home. You may recall that this family has been through a lot since he went missing back in October, with the death of 7-year-old Janisha Washington and 4-year-old Tanaya Pate. That's Jason's daughter and granddaughter, and they died in a house fire back in December. If you would like to come show your support for this family, the vigil will continue until 8 p.m. right here at 404 Tiger Lane. Eventually, they'll move it from inside this room to outside with candles. And at 9 and 10, we'll have details about how his wife is feeling during this very difficult time. But for now, live in Columbia, Raina Katko, KOMU 8 News.
Okay, thanks, Raina. The American Civil Liberties Union of Missouri and 2 state libraries are suing over a new law. The law bans sexually explicit materials from schools. Both parties say it violates the rights of librarians and students. They also say the law has caused hundreds of books to be taken off shelves since August. Librarians could face up to 2 years in jail or a $2,000 fine for violating the policy. Columbia is gearing up for its April 4th election with multiple public forums for residents to meet the candidates.
That first one was earlier today. However, the city has 2 more scheduled for March. The next is on March 13th and is a debate between candidates from Ward 1 and 5. That will be at 6:30 p.m. at Cornell Hall on MU's campus. The final forum will be on March 20th at 6:30 p.m. There will be another debate between candidates for Columbia's Board of Education. That event will also be at Cornell Hall. MoDOT will close the Route B bridge over Dry Fork Creek starting this Monday for a bridge deck replacement. The bridge is just located 2 miles south of Route 28 in Gasconade County. It will be closed for the duration of the project, which is projected to finish early summer. Throughout the project, drivers in the area are advised to drive with extra caution and to avoid any distractions.
Some trade jobs are having a hard time filling positions after a post-pandemic surge in hiring. Managers say time spent inside drove people to want to work outside. Now, some companies say they can't fill 25% of their openings. One manager says it's because now they're looking for the best fit.
I don't want to generate the wrong people to fill my employment roles. I need to let things fall into place. If they want to work for me and they want to work with me, they can be a part of the team.
Springfield's current unemployment rate is less than 2%.
One Missouri organization has agreed to pay a $1.8 million fine. That's for admitting to overbilling on false services they provided. The organization, Great Circle, provides services for troubled youth and foster children. The organization will not be criminally prosecuted. It will continue to operate because of their cooperation with the investigation.
Up next, how one organization is inspiring more diversity in the surgical field.
Plus, learn how you can test for both COVID-19 and the flu in the comfort of your own home.
And satellite and radar at the moment not showing much going on here in the Midwest or the Great Plains, but this could look a lot different by this time tomorrow. The possibility of rain and some thunderstorms. I'll have more of those details coming up in my full forecast.
Welcome back. Orthopedic surgeons are the backbone of medicine. They help patients with bone and muscle pain.
But the field has some growing pains when it comes to diversity. KMUH's Hunter Walterman is here with how one MU student is trying to change that. Hunter?
Yeah, guys, Abduli Jai is a fourth-year medical student at MU. He helped organize Bridging the Gaps, an event that connects young students with orthopedic surgeons. Jai hopes to inspire students and make the field more diverse.
Hearing drills going and kids laughing, and it's just awesome.
Abduli Jai studies orthopedic surgery at MU.
Realizing that our specialty doesn't represent the general public and the world that we live in is a problem.
It's traditionally seen as a boys' club.
Classically, the demographics have always been white males.
But Jai hopes to change that.
We're going to try to see if we can drill a hole into that.
He helped organize an event for middle and high school students to visit the Missouri Orthopedic Institute.
We don't want to do it too tight because I'm just going to come back.
And become doctors for a day. Kids get a hands-on opportunity to learn from doctors and learn how to use tools like this to actually drill into the bone and repair a fracture.
I did want to do something that was hands-on.
Hickman High School junior Christine Weru says she's excited to learn about medicine. Both her parents are nurses with MU Healthcare.
I've always had that desire like them to help other people.
Jai says he wasn't sure how many kids were going to show up, but after reaching out to local schools, 72 students registered within a week.
I think for us it's just super exciting to see there's so much interest in the field of orthopedic surgery.
Jai is hopeful these students can see themselves in scrubs.
If even one student leaves and says, after this event, I feel like I can pursue a career in medicine and I could become an orthopedic surgeon, I think this is a success.
This was the first year for the event. The school says it's likely this event will become a regular occurrence. In the studio, Hunter Walterman, KOMU 8 News.
All right, thanks, Hunter. Coming up, learn more about an innovative new way of self-testing at home.
And we're no stranger to strong wind gusts as we warm up here in the middle of winter, as has been the case for some days. But we are looking at some very strong wind gusts, up to 45 miles per hour here from Sunday night into Monday. I'll have more details on that and storm threats coming up.
Welcome back. If you test negative for COVID, but you still feel sick, how do you know if you have the flu? Well, that's about to change. The FDA has approved an at-home test that can check for both COVID-19 and the influenza. The test is 99% accurate, detecting a negative result for influenza A and 90% accurate for a positive result. It's also 100% accurate for detecting a negative COVID-19 result. The U.S. has seen more than 235,000 new COVID cases this week. Daniel.
Now here's a look at what we're following on KOMU 8 News at 10. Health deserts in Missouri are leaving patients without medical care.
That's why lawmakers are trying to pass bills to let nurses care for more patients. Why two nurses say this will improve care on KOMU 8 News at 10.
And here's one last look at your forecast for tomorrow, hour by hour. We are expecting temperatures to be slightly warmer here in the middle 50s to maybe the lower 60s for some of us. That's going to come with a chance, though, of some rain and potentially some strong thunderstorms. We'll keep you updated on that tomorrow as that situation progresses. But after that, we're looking at continued warm temperatures with not many chances of rain here in the forecast at all in the near future.
This looks like that fall spring that always comes in Missouri before it gets cold again.
Yep, just watch. After the next 8 days, we'll be right back down to winter conditions again.
That's our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.